Hello and welcome to ZBN. On today's episode, you will be learning about about Valentine's Day, our January 27th School to Watch visit, 5 quick essentials staff members must have, and much more on today's episode of ZBN.
Yes. I'm Kate Johnson, filling in for Enrique Navarro.
And I'm Dara Strasser, filling in for Emma Wilson. As many of you may know, next Friday is Valentine's Day.
For some of this is just like any other day. Me.
But for most, it is a time to celebrate romance with your significant other. Thank you, Emma and Enrique. On our segment today, we will be holding a holiday special on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day goes way back and it holds many traditions when love is in the air.
Valentine's first originated in Roman festivals called Lupercal. It was usually around the middle of February and represented the start of springtime.
Most couples fell in love by men winning the lottery and girls being wowed by their performance. Nowadays, girls claim their boyfriends by giving them scrunchies and wearing their sweatshirts.
Yep, like any holiday, there is usually some sort of person or animal that represents that holiday. For instance, Cupid, the Roman god of love, is represented for Valentine's Day.
During the late 1700s, formal messages such as cards were commercialized and printed to go with the gifts.
Valentine's Day is now celebrated on February 14th and is represented with the colors red, white, and pink. The icon that represents Valentine's Day is the heart.
There are many traditions that goes with Valentine's Day, such as giving flowers to your loved ones, candy, jewelry, also going out on romantic dates.
Yep, most people would definitely agree with the fact that chocolate is very popular candy given out. An estimated 58 million pounds of chocolate was purchased last Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh, that could last me a whole lifetime. Back to Emma and Enrique.
Thank you, Aubrey and Audrey.
RMS is very lucky with the wide range of sports clubs and various activities.
Today, on Emma's story, she will be spotlighting the FFA club and giving an in-depth look on what it involves.
Here is Emma Wilson and Anna Schock with our club spotlight segment of ZBN.
I'm Emma and this is Anna, and welcome to this week's edition of Club Spotlight.
This week's club on the hot seat is the middle school's FFA.
FFA means Future Farmers of America.
Their motto is learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve.
They were formed in 1928, 92 years ago.
National conventions are held here in Indianapolis.
The FFA chapter just started here at RMS this year.
Rochester Middle School's chapter is advised by Lee Hinderleiter, the agriculture teacher.
There's also a high school chapter of FFA.
Today we will be giving you an overview of the club here and what they do in our community.
And now on to the interview with Sammy Schreiber, the high school chapter's president.
I'm Anna Schock and this is Sammy Schreiber. Did you participate in FFA when you were younger?
Yeah, I did. This is my 4th year of FFA. They didn't offer it at the middle school when I was here, but yeah, this is my 4th year in it.
What are the most important roles?
I think each member plays an important role, and it's really important that we have good members, and we do right now. But specifically, there's an officer team, and each officer has certain roles and tasks that they have to do. But overall, every member plays an important role.
What kind of activities as a club do you participate in?
We have all kinds of activities going. We do some volunteer activities. Our most recent one is we worked with the Miracle Tree program, and we were able to get some families, and we bought items for the families and then wrapped them, and we made blankets for them, and that was a really cool activity. And we also do CDEs, so those are career development events, and students can participate in soils and leadership contests, and there's all kinds of opportunities.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As you can see, FFA is a vital part of our community.
Now back to myself and Enrique.
Thank you, Emma, for showing us all of the ins and outs of FFA.
Next up, we have a new cooking segment.
Now to me, where I cook my sugar-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan chocolate gourmet cake. Welcome to Cooking with Cade. I'm Cade, and today I'm here to show you how to make a simple but elegant sugar-free, gluten-free, homemade, non-GMO, gourmet, vegan chocolate cake. Now I am here to teach you, but keep in mind, while I'm making this cake, you will not reach anywhere near the culinary mastery that I reach while making this sugar-free, gluten-free, homemade, vegan, non-GMO chocolate gourmet cake. Now you are going to want to use the freshest ingredients, none of that processed, disgusting stuff. So now for our first ingredient, chicken nuggets. So you are going to want to use like just 2 or 3 maybe, but remember that it's really about what you want to use and how much you want to use. For next ingredient, same idea is goldfish. Same idea with how much you want to use, really your taste. I really like getting a lot of goldfish because I love that cheesy flavor, but it's really just about what you want. And same with Oreos. The only one that isn't like this is the last ingredient. So for the Oreos, you're gonna want some good Oreos. Maybe I like throwing in 3, so it's a good chocolate flavor, but it just doesn't overwhelm the greatness of the cake. And for our final ingredient, salt. Oh crap! I did forget something though. The most important ingredient, ketchup. Now to put it in the microwave. I'm so sorry, I actually forgot. Now you need to stir it for exactly 30 seconds. Make sure you really stir it up. You can mash some of those things, just whatever you need. Oh crap, I went over 30 seconds. Okay, now to dump it out. Now we have to start again. Perfect. Now you're gonna want to put it in the microwave for 10 to 12 minutes. It's really if you want it to be crispy. I like it being crispy, so I'm gonna be putting it in for 12 minutes. Oh, there it is. Finally, we have our chocolate. Chocolate gourmet, gluten-free, non-GMO, sugar-free, vegan cake. That made me so hungry.
What's new, Cade? Nothing, because you're always hungry. Always, and it's really annoying. Aw, it's alright, Cade. Cheer up. Enrique's segment's next.
You're right. Here is Enrique and Mason segment interviewing a few people about their 5 essentials that they need every day.
I'm Mason.
I'm Enrique.
And this is 5 Essentials. Today we're going to be pulling names out of a hat and grabbing random students and asking what their 5 essentials are. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, with our first contestant, Mr. Bernardus. Alright, so, what is 5 things that you couldn't live without?
The song Friday would be number 1.
That's a pretty good answer.
Yeah. Friday in Mandarin would be number 2. Number 3 would be my great line I made on the wall over there, my excellent handwriting.
Pretty nice.
Number 4 would be avocados. And number 5, I don't really know. Number 5 would be my Nixon poster. Yeah, Nixon poster.
Alright, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Alright, good.
Our next contestant, who's doing this on his own free will, Zachary Slosher. Tell us your top 5 things you just couldn't live without.
Well, my BMX bike, my trampoline, my bed, food, tacos, and Mason.
Now you know more about some teacher essentials.
On to the next segment.
With your favorite Australian duo.
Me and Caleb and the Austin boy.
Welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of Austin Boy. You may remember one of our episodes where we interviewed the dangerous killer bearded dragon Norbert, recited in this very school.
What are you doing?
I'm having a flashback.
We can't see that.
Oh, well, it happened. But it might have been dangerous. You know, the sanger, the saner, the younger, the more thirst for blood it has.
No one says that.
People do now. So we got one of our most advanced crew members to hold it. Remember, no one should ever hold these creatures raw. So as you can see, one of our crew members is wearing protective gear. If you remember, these creatures are called bearded dragons. The reason they are called that is because of the skin on their neck, which resembles a beard. When they feel threatened, they puff out their beards and open their mouths to make themselves look bigger, therefore scaring off predators. You can tell when this is happening because their beard turns back. Males normally have a darker beard than females, and also small animals don't live as long as bigger animals. But surprisingly, a bearded dragon average lifespan is 12 years. And the most important thing is that bearded dragons are native to my hometown, Australia.
Australia is in town.
You know what? That's all for today on Austria Boy. I'll see you next week.
I did it again.
Another great episode of Austria Boy. Caleb carried you.
What? No. Now to Colton and Colin with sports.
I'm Colton, and this is Colin, and we're going to be talking about sports.
At age 24, 230 pounds, and 6 foot 3 inches, the rookie Patrick Mahomes carries the Chiefs to a Super Bowl win. He scored the first touchdown at Super Bowl 54 with a fake pitch to his running back and dives into the end zone.
If you didn't already know, Rochester Middle School wrestling is starting soon. There has been a schedule change Monday, March 3rd, and wrestlers will only have practice after school.
There's a black versus gold dual meet next Thursday for a varsity spot at the high school Ox Gym. It's free to get in. Boys 8th grade basketball players played at Culver in a Culver invite for their first game. They played North Miami with a win.
And for their second game, they played Culver with a close game but came out with a loss.
Colin Verveda, Gavin Young, Eric Eikenberry all had a good game versus Culver.
The 7th grade girls also had a tournament. The 7th grade boys and girls came out playing hard and ended up winning the trophies for their tournaments.
Now over to Emma and Enrique.
What's your favorite team, Cade?
Probably the Tippy Valley Vikings. Traitor. It was a joke.
Yeah, sure. Now on to schools to watch.
Go. Thank you, Emma and Enrique.
I'm Elena, and this is Andreas, and welcome to Schools to Watch.
Schools to Watch is an organization that has other principals from different schools come to our school and implement their ideas into their schools.
Some things that they wanted to put in their schools were Fast Fridays, CBN, and PBIS days.
Some students got picked to talk to the organization.
They were asked questions about the school.
We're going to interview Mr. Hawes in a second.
He's going to tell us about Schools to Watch.
What is Schools to Watch?
Schools to Watch is a recognition that we got through the IMLEA, which is Indiana Middle Level Education Association, and they're partnered with the National Forum to accelerate middle school grades. So basically there's a national forum that is put together, and they do a lot of lobbying in Washington, D.C. to get more money for basically the grade levels of 6 through 8. Actually, they focus on grades 5 through 9, but for us it's 6 through 8. And so to get that designation, you have to meet a set of 4 criteria. That criteria is you have to be academically excellent, developmentally responsive, socially equitable, and you have to have the structures and organization in place to support those other 3 areas. Schools to Watch is something that identifies our areas of strength and our areas of weakness. So 3 years ago in 2017, when we went through this process the first time, they identified 3 or 4 things that we really could improve upon. And so then we used that data and information from the Schools to Watch site team, and we turned that into our school improvement plan. And so then we set goals based on that. And then this year when they came, which was 3 years after, because every 3 years you have to get another evaluation, they came and they checked to see if we improved in those areas and also maintained the areas of strength that we had last time.
Thank you, Mr. Oz. Now back to you, Emma and Enrique.
There's an upcoming band concert.
I hope you all will be there to support our Mess's band.
They have been working very hard the past few months.
So show your support and come watch them play, February 17th.
Now some special news on band.
It's Caleb.
And Brady.
Back with the thing. Again and again.
It's Brady
and Caleb.
Katie.
No, I'm Caleb.
What did I say?
You said Katie.
No, I'm sure I said Caleb. Yep, it's us.
Talk about the band concert.
The band concert will be taking place on February 17th here at the middle school.
We have one of the band class members here. Let's go to him now. Let's go! Hey! Sing it to me, Brady.
Marvelous.
It sure was. But now that vine has been dead for a long time.
We just had to do it to you.
We even started our own band. 1, 2, 3, go!
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Yeah, alright, enough!
Now on to Enrique and Emma. Hey bud, you okay?
No, I feel sick.
What do you mean sick?
Well, I'm cold, I have the shivers, and my head hurts.
Do you have a temperature?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you need to head down to the nurse bad. Here's some info on cold and flu season. I'm Dara Strasser.
And I'm Owen Prater.
Cold and flu season is at an all-time high.
Our school has recently had some victims of this.
You can get a cold and or flu any time of the year, although you are more prone to getting sick in the winter.
There is a theory that the influenza virus survives better in colder than in drier climates.
When it's humid outside, water droplets in the air fall to the ground. However, in winter, it's a lot less humid than the days of summer.
Easier said, it's easier to get sick in the winter.
And here is Mrs. Grosvenor with precautions you can follow to help you from getting sick. What precautions can you take to prevent yourself from getting sick?
Hand washing is the number one precaution to help keep from getting sick. You need to wash for at least 20 seconds. Put some soap on there with that water because germs are sticky. So you kind of want to rub and rinse your hands and dry them. Covering your nose and mouth when you cough or sneeze, that helps. Making sure that you eat healthy so that your immunity is up and can fight off any infection. Getting plenty of sleep so that you're rested and your body will be ready to help fight off infection. Those are some of the things you can do. Maybe taking a multiple vitamin daily.
So sickness does spread on to others?
Absolutely, yes. And these viruses are airborne, most of them, and so as people cough and sneeze, they can spread those germs very easily. And so it's important to, besides washing your hands, wipe off your work area. At home, wipe off the counters, any toys. Another good thing to wipe off is your phones.
Thank you so much. Now on to Enrique and Emma. Cade, you feeling better?
A lot better.
Well, that's good because we're on our last segment of the day.
As probably all of you know, Kobe and his daughter Gigi, along with 7 other people, died in a terrible helicopter crash.
Here's Ella and Lucy with the ZBN coverage over the event.
Thank you, Emma and Enrique.
As you may know, Kobe Bryant, among his child and 7 other people, died in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020, in Calabasas, California. The cause of the crash is unknown.
Although there are many different stories on what happened, we're here to tell you the truth.
You may not know, but TMZ released the news online before the family was given the information.
Bryant was on his way to a youth basketball game with his daughter Gianna Bryant. He was 13 when the helicopter crashed.
If you don't know, Kobe Bryant was an 18-time All-Star, 15-time member of the All-NBA team, 12-time member of the All-Time Defensive Team, and the 2008 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Gianna was basically a female version of him, including the skills on the basketball court.
This obviously shows that he was one of the best NBA basketball players of all time.
Many are pushing the NBA to change their logo to Kobe instead of Jerry West.
Almost 2 million people have already signed the petition.
If you want to sign it yourself, you can visit change.org.
From the ZBN studio, this is Ella and Lucy. Back to you, Emma and Enrique.
Well, that's all for today.
Thank you for watching ZBN News.
Remember, if you have a story you'd like ZBN to cover, please email Mr. Wilson.
Have a great day, RMS.